This video is to show you how to multiply using number lines, and I'm using the app Braining Camp. So let's first start with a multiplication problem of 3 times 6. As we know, when we do 3 times 6 on a number line, we're doing 3 jumps of 6. So we start at 0, and again, when we're increasing, we want to use the green arrow, and when we're decreasing, we want to use the red arrow. So in this case, we're going to be increasing. So I'm doing 3 jumps of 6. So the first arrow needs to be 6. And now I can make a copy. So that's 1 jump, 2 jumps, and 3 jumps. And I use my placer to find that my answer is 18. So that's 3 jumps of 6, or 3 times 6. Let's look at another example. Let's do 4 times 5. So in this example, we're doing 4 jumps of 5. Again, we start at 0. We're going to move the cursor so that it's at 5. And now we're going to do 4 jumps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we put our little placer at 20. So 4 times 5 is 20. Let's look at one more problem. And let's do 2 times 7. So in this case, we're doing 2 jumps of 7. So we find our green arrow, we're going to measure it so that it's 7. And we're going to do 2 of those jumps. We find our place value, and we find that 2 times 7 is 14. Now we can also do multiplication on an open number line. So if I go down to the bottom right corner where it says basic, and we're going to click and we're going to put open. So let's look at these 3 examples, and we're going to use an open number line. So in the case of 3 times 6, we know we start at 0, and we're going to jump 6 times. So 3 jumps of 6. So I'm going to change this. I'm going to set the value to 6. And we're going to do this jump 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, and we end up at 18. So there's our 3 jumps of 6. So let's look at another problem, which was 4 times 5. So in this case, it was 4 jumps of 5. So we use our green arrow. And we're going to change this to 5 because we're doing 4 jumps of 5. And now we're going to do the 4 jumps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we end up with 4 times 5 is 20. So let's look at the last example we did, which was 2 times 7. So remember, this is 2 jumps of 7. So we start with our green arrow, we change the +1 to +7, and we're going to do 2 jumps, and we see that it is 14. So 2 times 7 is 14.